Picture this. You're at work, drowning in numbers and deadlines, when your phone buzzes. It's from your wife. The woman you've shared years with. The one who knows your habits, your quirks, your touch. The message is the kind that makes your pulse jump, heated, intimate. But then you see the signature at the bottom, and it's not your name. Someone else's. I called her right away, clinging to the hope of some innocent explanation. She picked up, and the silence on the other end cracked like ice underfoot. Her excuse stumbled out, shaky, unnatural. That was the moment everything began to unravel. My name's John. I've been married to Sarah for 8 years. We were a classic love story, met in college, fell fast, built a life in the suburbs. Weekends hiking, quiet dinners, talk of kids someday. Lately, things had cooled. She was busier, more distant, but I chalked it up to her demanding job in marketing. Nothing a vacation couldn't fix, or so I thought. That Tuesday, buried in spreadsheets, her text came through. Hey love. Thinking about last night. Your hands on me. Can't wait to feel that again tonight. See you soon, Alex. Alex. My name isn't Alex. My stomach lurched. Maybe autocorrect? A slip? But John doesn't turn into Alex. My mind spun. Ex-boyfriend? A coworker? I called, my hands trembling. Who's Alex? I asked. Silence stretched until she forced out a nervous laugh. She said it was meant for her sister, some dumb joke about a guy at her office. Blamed autocorrect. Her tone was too fast, too bright. I hung up, unsettled. Sarah's sister lived across the country. Joking about intimacy? No way. That night she came home cheerful, kissed me, unpacked takeout like nothing was wrong. I smiled back, but inside, suspicion clawed. Every time she glanced at her phone, it burned. By the next day, I couldn't take it. During lunch, I opened our shared cloud account. Old backups of her phone sat there. Deleted texts that weren't fully erased. Thread after thread, stretching back months. Steamy messages with Alex. Secret plans. Last night was amazing. Can't let John find out. My chest tightened. She was having an affair. Sarah, my Sarah. Digging further, I found her location history. Nights at a downtown hotel. Cafes I'd never heard of. Friday came. She claimed she had a work dinner. I followed. Parked down the block. Through the restaurant window, I saw her. Laughing. Reaching across the table. Then he turned. Alex. And he looked like me. Same build. Same dark hair. Same face almost. Watching him was like staring at a version of myself wearing a stranger's grin. My breath caught. She kissed him goodbye, got in her car, and left. I trailed him instead. He went home to a sleek apartment. A quick license plate search later gave me his name, Alexander Hale. 35. Same age as me. A tech consultant. I dug deeper. Old college photos surfaced. He'd gone to the same school. We had mutual friends. That night, alone in the house, I called my mom. Tried to keep it casual. Hey, ever heard of an Alexander Hale? Her pause said everything. Then came the truth. A truth buried my whole life. I wasn't an only child. I had a twin. We were identical, separated before life even began for us properly. My parents couldn't manage 2 babies. They were too young, broke, and overwhelmed, so they gave my brother up for adoption and kept me. They thought hiding the truth was a kindness. Alex found out about me years ago and even contacted them. But I was kept in the dark. It wasn't until Sarah that everything unraveled. It started with suspicion. I confronted my parents first, and they confessed Alex had reached out about 5 years earlier, not long after my wedding. Sarah knew too, but not because they told her. She had overheard a phone call, figured it out, and instead of coming to me, she went looking for him herself. I only pieced it together after breaking into her emails. Desperate, I scrolled through old messages. There it was, 2 years back. Alex, I found your profile. You look just like John. We should meet for coffee. At first it sounded like simple curiosity, but it grew into something darker. You're like John, but freer. With you I feel alive again. Reading those words felt like my entire world split apart. This wasn't just betrayal. It was betrayal with my own twin, my mirror. My blood. I couldn't stop comparing myself to him. Was I the dull version? The safe choice? Nights blurred together with whiskey and tears as I imagined her laughter meant for him. Her hands on his body instead of mine. I couldn't keep drowning. So I set a trap. I texted Alex from a burner phone, pretending to be Sarah. Told him to meet at the park, their usual spot. When he arrived and saw me instead, his face drained of color. "Who the hell are you?" "Your brother," I answered, though my insides trembled. We spoke for hours. He admitted he always knew about me, that he envied my life. He said Sarah had been the one to start it, flirting with him online. Maybe lies, maybe not. Either way, he promised to end it. But I needed to confront her. That night I waited for her to come home. She walked in smiling until she saw me holding her phone, the incriminating texts open on the screen. "John, I can explain. You knew about Alex, my twin. How could you?" She broke down crying. "It was a mistake. He reminded me of you, but different, exciting. Our marriage felt stale. But I love you. I love you, not him." For a moment I almost believed her. Until I saw something, barely visible, but there. A faint scar on her neck I had never seen before. My Sarah never had that scar. Panic surged. "Who are you?" Her eyes widened, feigning confusion. But I pulled out old photos, our wedding, vacations. No scar. She wasn't my wife. The puzzle snapped together when I recalled what Alex had confessed. He had gone further than I ever imagined. The Sarah in front of me wasn't Sarah at all. She was an imposter. Alex had manipulated everything, hiring a woman altered through cosmetic surgery to mimic my wife. The affair messages, the slips in her behavior, they weren't accidents. The truth spilled out in our confrontation. Alex had hated me his whole life. Resented being the one abandoned, watching from the outside as I lived the life he was denied. He seduced the real Sarah at first, but when she threatened to reveal him, he replaced her. The double was his weapon, feeding him secrets, helping him dismantle my life piece by piece. I rushed to his apartment with the police. There, we found the real Sarah, drugged, hidden away in a back room. She had been imprisoned for weeks while the imposter lived in my home, slept in my bed, whispered lies into my ear. We rescued her. Alex was arrested, charges of kidnapping, identity theft, everything. Sarah and I were broken but not beyond repair. Therapy, tears, endless late-night talks. The ordeal scarred us both, but it also stripped everything down to what was real. Learning the truth about my twin devastated me, yet in a strange way it closed old wounds too. Sarah and I survived the fire. Stronger, scarred, but still standing. I'll never forget what betrayal looks like, not just on a lover's lips, but in your own reflection.